Hello again. Welcome back to this new video series where we're creating a Mini-ITX gaming console PC. That's such a long name. But at the end of this whole series, we will be running Crysis at Ultimate and see if it can handle it. So basically, one of the reasons for this series is using old hardware back then that was not affordable, like 8 years ago, and see if they stand up with current gaming. Being that we do know that most games main focus of you know working is based on the GPU. So we'll be pairing a CPU from way back when with the GPU now and with this board. Um, when this board just came out, I found it pretty interesting. You know, given the form factor, an X299 board with 4 memory slot and everything. Yeah, but CPU for this were way off, like $2,000 or something like that. So mm, building something like this was not. It wouldn't be profitable. It wouldn't make any sense. So one thing I want to go with the i9 7980XE. One of the reasons is that no matter what BIOS comes on the board, it will work with it. Because this board was way back when, so there's no BIOS flashback. So in order for me to update the BIOS on this board, it has to be populated with a CPU. So it's not like modern board that have a BIOS flashback. You can flash a BIOS onto it whether or not one is present. This board, you have to have a CPU in it to update the BIOS. And I buying a low-end CPU and then buying the one that I want to use kind of seem counterproductive. I did look at getting this CPU to flash the BIOS. It was like $50. I grabbed it anyway. Um, Two reasons why I grabbed this CPU. One is that ordering this one won't be here until after January or so forth. And I want to test the motherboard to make sure that it's working before that, just in case if I have to send it back or claim any sort of warranty and everything. I said I checked before and the pins are okay, but just for peace of mind, so I can sleep sound, I want to make sure that it's working. So this CPU should be here sometime this week. Yeah, it just does a $50 for this. Um, I did do some research to see what combination would be good with this CPU. According to Google, let me switch back over to whatever result. So to pair with this CPU, it's recommended in one of these GPUs. This just Google's AI search based on what people have put together. For IN, I need at least that. I'm going to play at 4K, mid-range, that. So I did one on a few sites that does benchmark based on whatever you put in, and it gave me some interesting results based on whatever I'm gonna be doing. Because one thing, when this CPU came out, the i9 7980 Extreme, it's an 18 core. When it came out, it was $2,000 basically. When I go on eBay, I can. Yeah, these are the price range I can get it for. So from a $2,000 CPU down to these numbers, I can get it for that. I was looking the price for this one, the top end, and the price I've been seeing for this is not too bad, but it's more than what I want to spend for this project, which is these are the prices for it. Not bad, but not really what I would want to spend for this project because I want to keep it within a price bracket because so I'm still have to look into the GPU that I'm going to be using and where I can actually pour money into is mostly the RAM. Think about this motherboard. It uses sodium, and they all have to be 2R, and 2R RAM are very expensive and very rare, and that's where I think most of the money is going to be spent. I do have laptops here, and I did check them, but they're all 1R RAM, which is rank 1, and this board only use rank 2 SODIMM DDR4 RAM. So that's going to be the challenge there. And I've seen some interesting prices, I would say, but I will get it done. So back to the CPU. So I'm planning to use this CPU with it. For these, I did check out the prices as I said, and I did look at the combination where from supposed to it recommend using this CPU to do high-end gaming because that CPU would fit good with RTX 5080 is what it says. Yeah, but I may change my mind. I'm not quite sure. Right, when I get in the lower tier CPU, when I get this in and I do update the BIOS to P2, I may consider getting this just to make the video interesting. And one of the thing I'm concerned about too, like this CPU will generate a lot of heat. So I have to think about cooling within a small factor. So yes, I'll be using all-in-one cooling. I'm not going full custom loop, not for a small factor, because that's more money to actually put in than what I want for this smaller project. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Going forward, let's see. I'm just gonna bring up a benchmark site and let's see what they say is a good fit. Okay, so I managed to dig up a few online calculator. I don't know how accurate they are, but let's go with this one that I put in. So put in the 18 core, and for argument's sake, I put in the RTX 5070. Um, I put 1080p. I could put 4K, but I'm just gonna stick with this and see what it says. All right, so the result it says good balance. Um, the bottleneck is the GPU. I don't really want a more powerful GPU than that. Its recommendation concept of updating GPU, overall gaming score, gaming tier, IN, expected range, and FPS, performance bottleneck. Alright, so let's change it up to let's go to 4K for argument's sake. I don't know what to expect here. Alright, so 4K is not gonna work. And my TV isn't 4K. It's just a regular 1080p OLED display TV, which is fine. So our current balance that we did before should work. Let's go back, do this calculation. All right, so good balance. So let's see what another site that I tried out. This one, don't know good they said. So I put those in, same GPU. So this site says it works perfectly for this resolution. It bottlenecks at 1080p and 2K. So based on this graph right here, that combination will work good for 4K. See, like everywhere is different. So the proof will be whenever the system is built, and then we'll see how it actually operates. Because like each website go to, will get a different result. I won't be overclocking the CPU. Everything will be just running at stock. But yeah. What I'm gonna do, because I still need to get up parts, I have a laptop that I've sitting on a shelf for the longest time. I'm gonna take the back off and see if I can basically pull whatever drive that's in it, and yeah, we'll see what parts that I have and what parts I don't have to buy. All right, so I'm gonna head over to the workshop and I'm gonna get that going.
All right. So here, this is one of the devices I'll be scavenging for the project. It's my old gaming laptop. Um, it was a Acer Nitro 5. It was really good when I bought it. I did a lot of gaming on it, but I kind of set it aside and I've really touched it since, well, for the longest time. I don't even really have the screws in it. I think I ended up putting Linux on it to do some sort of project, small project that I have, tests. All right, so we'll see what drives that I have installed in it. All right, this laptop comes with a space for SSD and two NVMe slots. So let's see what I put in here at the time. And these are 500 gigabyte WD black. So this should be good enough for the project. I have another 500 gig laying around somewhere. And being that the motherboard takes 3M.2, so I think we should be okay. So the only thing we have to worry about now is the RAM, which is not a difficult thing to find based on the requirement. Alright, so these are 1R, these can't be used, so we can just board this up, or we can set this aside. So we won't need this anymore. But yeah, so these RAMs, yeah, so this is I can get the focus right there, but yeah. So you're all 500 gigs. Yeah, so that will be used in the project itself. So we got our storage already set up. So just stay tuned, like and subscribe. Any comments down below. I'll be having another video coming out soon with the new Xbox 360 side panel design. I did have a few here. I did kind of a honeycomb design on it for the side panel. But yeah, that will be in another video. But yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another one.